Greg.
Hi,
Hey.
Greg.
Here, I'll also get us some new music. All right. Here, let's move our map. All right. Jumping back into it, we'd see the closing sections of our combat. And the Blightbringer being ended by our group of heroes. After a parting conversation with the Dryad residing in the massive tree here in the cemetery. And we would watch our troop pick themselves up and make their way from the cemetery back towards the Lord's Keep on his large estate that he would have. It would be just a couple miles north of the town of Loudwater. So as you all would be in the southern section of the high forest, you would have a little bit of a trek to make your way back to the keep. But after a day and a half, maybe 2 days at most, finally arriving back to the keep and being ushered through its large, impressive gates into the sort of central structure of the keep. After a brief meeting with the Lord, our party would be awarded their monetary reward here, being being given, rather, 750 gold pieces.
Whew.
Oh my god.
Our party taking their reward, the Lord likely offering our party as special hosts for a celebration between him and the local farmers that he's over. Giving you all the option as a group to stay the night and partake in a celebration, or go ahead and make your way back to the town of Loudwater proper, as you still got a few miles to get back to town.
A celebration. I want to hang out for a celebration.
We deserve to be celebrated.
Yeah, celebrations mean feasts.
Yeah. And drinks. Free drinks.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I like the thought.
Looks like we're staying here another night.
The Lord throwing quite the soiree. Musical performances in all. Smash likely jumping up for a few little songs or two,
Oh,
joining
hell yeah.
in possibly. Plenty of food being handed out. Merriment for many to enjoy in all sorts of forms throughout the evening. All of you having a nice room and bed. Waking up, getting likely a good meal before heading out fairly early in the morning on the following day. Seeing our troop leave the Lord's Keep, likely passing through some of the farmlands of farmers that you maybe bumped elbows with last night. Getting a few more, thankful waves goodbye as you all would begin to depart the Lord's sort of land proper. But traveling back to Loudwater, the travel being a little bit winding, having to go through sections of the southern high forest here, collectively taking maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours or so, as you all would begin your approach and maybe just general journey. Any particular vibes from our party as they would be traveling to the town of Loudwater?
We're on our way there.
Yeah, this is just I figured give you guys like a little window if there's any particular little moments or chats that may be had, any little flavor bits before we sort of get to Loudwater, see what's happening there.
I mean, I feel like Sheklar and Titus often end up in almost like comic book nerd style debates, but in this case, it's in the context of like fighting moves. Like, oh well, but if I did that, then I'd just do this. But I already told you that, like, blah, 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 and like almost like playing D&D or something. Like we're acting out this imaginary fight. But if I would have like this, well, that's what I'm saying, bro. Because you could like go like that, and then you could duck under like this. No, but like that kind of shit is kind of what I'm imagining. Feel free to dispute.
No, I agree. I think they would definitely be doing something like that.
Like a bit of a Zeke and Jimmy Jr., where like they're always touching each other in like almost wrestling, that kind of thing.
I love it.
So we're not quiet unless someone's telling us to shut up. So we're not a quiet group.
I think Valus would be lamenting to no one. In his mind, he thinks everyone's listening to him, but he's like lamenting because just kind of like an on the fly little backstory, because we had all run into the our Blightbringer prior. The kind of story that I gave my character for the Blightbringer was that she had used like her dogs and her vines to like ambush my caravan, like the transportation that I was using to get around. And so Valus would be like, and to think the nerve of that Blightbringer to destroy my caravan. Does she have any idea the amount? And he's just like going on and on about just like the luxuries that have been taken from him, the people that were helping him, his servants and butlers, etc. Like either being slewed by the hounds, and of course that's not them being dead's not the problem. The problem is that I no longer have people helping me. And so he's just preaching. He would be preaching about this, thinking everyone's listening, but in reality, probably no one is listening.
Yeah, so we've got Tweedledee and Tweedledum arguing over their fighting moves back there. We got a rich guy complaining about not having servants anymore. Meanwhile, Smash has been through this walk holding the large sack of 750 gold, counting 751 or 749, 750. Okay, all right. It's not polite to count in front of them when they hand it to you.
I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
I guess as players, well, I mean, he would kind of bring it up in character, like, so are we wanting to split all this now, or, I mean, maybe we should just kind of divvy up a little bit so we all have some spending funds, and I'll just keep on to this for the carriage.
Yeah, most of it's for the
mobile
carriage.
meadery.
Yeah, I figured most of it was for the carriage, so I figured you were gonna hold on to it, Smash.
Cool.
To
cool.
the meadery
All I know
fund.
is when I'm hungry, it's a group responsibility that I'm fed. So I don't care if I'm holding on to the gold or not.
So he'll, let's see. Take out. That still leaves 600. Okay. So he'll do each of you 50 gold.
Damn.
We're each getting 150.
You each get 50.
Perhaps the only it goes to those who actually fought, referencing like the Chad and Benny who aren't here.
Oh yeah. I was only counting you 3.
Ah, wait, 750.
Yeah, it was 750 total. I'm giving you each 150, so there's still, or each 50, so there's still 600 for the group fund.
You get 50 gold.
I didn't even
Bayless
take
would-
50 gold out for myself.
Valus rolls his eyes. Very well.
For the group.
Just don't go spending it all in one place.
Or do. Live your life. Live your life!
I was gonna make a reference, but wrong game, wrong game.
You're gonna make another WoW reference?
Gertie reference.
Ah,
Those are fine.
If you want to keep traveling with us, Valus, it's going to cost 200 gold.
You wanna
go? I've been really itching for Icewind Dale. Next week, soon, my love.
dude.
Is Maddie okay?
Maddie, are you okay? Hey, Maddie, are
He-
you
he-
okay? Are you okay, Maddie?
Oh my god.
He set me up for that.
Maddie, are you okay? Are you okay,
Mhm.
Maddie?
I hope he hasn't been hit by a smooth criminal. That would be terrible.
You might have a smooth
You know, I
Gertie.
want to say I would have heard it, but maybe I wouldn't have.
No, because they were a smooth criminal, Maverick.
Yeah. Are you listening?
pay
There's no
attention?
way you caught it.
Oh my god, you're right.
Do you even criminal, bro? I'm just working on I'm working on a new image that includes my Valus character, and do a little hodgepodge of my characters in the on the thingy on the Roll20.
Mm.
You see how the bottom is like Leon and Anthu?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying to add Valus.
I would have way too many characters.
That's the idea.
Has returned.
Welcome back.
Bienvenue.
I doled out 50 gold to the other 3 from the group funds.
Perfect.
Okay, cool.
Perfect.
So we
As
still
our
have
troop
600.
would be bound for Loudwater, they would begin to reach the outer expanses of the town, and coming down the very rough, dirty dirt road, coming into town just on the outskirts, essentially in between you and the town walls. You would see this, what looks like pop-up encampment. You would see there would be tents and canopies. You would see there would be in this small natural stream, they've built up what looks like this bridge that sort of crosses it, using this large open patch for this pop-up fairground that has sort of found its way here outside of Loudwater. Beginning your approach, you would see that there would be a few people standing and waiting in line. Beginning to approach, one of the callers would probably move out to one of you. Hey, come on in, come on in. Emeralda's Wandering Fair is in town. We have all sorts of games and prizes and treats and snacks. Come, join.
Treats and snacks.
Oh.
Mm.
Prizes to be won?
I mean, I think we should go check it out. We deserve some fun.
I do like prizes.
What do I smell on the air?
Just keep an eye out. These places can sometimes be a little scammy.
Nothing I haven't dealt with before.
Give me a perception check there, Titus, as you try to pick up a whiff of the air. Ooh, a little quick sniff. You can smell some sort of pastry. Definitely some sort of meat. Definitely getting almost like a little bit of a yeastiness in the air, likely some sort of alcohol or mead of some kind. All manner of good fried foods. A couple of sweet treats in the air, but nothing you could pick out quite exactly. Maybe getting a little bit closer, just on the edge, you can see there would be what looks like a stand or two where they would have some baked goods for sale. Seeing a few folk walking around with these like large, like essentially like a turkey leg, just like gnawing into it. Several different types of drinks being carried about. The most common one being what looks like this lemonade, almost looking like mixture. It has like almost like a metallic swirl to it, and it gives off a little bit of a glow. But that would seem to be the sort of common drink most folk would have.
I think I want to try that drink.
Yeah.
I'll try one.
Beginning your approach, stepping up, you would see that sort of flanking that little bridge that would sort of cross over. You'd see that the bridge itself would have this like centerpiece, large dragon head that almost looks like the dragon is like eating the bridge as it sort of sits in the middle, as you almost like have to walk through its mouth to get to the opposite side. Stepping up, you would see there would be a entry fee booth, this small little toll house that would be positioned right next to the bridge. Moving up, you would see there'd be 2 or 3 other, likely town locals currently in line. After you all would move up, wait maybe 5-6 minutes, finally your turn stepping up to the front. You can see there would be a little bit of a pimply faced looking half elf, definitely a adolescence at best. Hello, welcome. Emeralda's wondrous traveling fare. It would be 4 copper pieces for adults. Children get in for free. Senior citizens would pay 2 copper pieces. Looking at all of you, it looks like that'd be 4 copper pieces for each of you.
Can
There's,
I
what, 4 of us?
can I try to deceive him and say we're heroes and we deserve to be in free?
Give me a deception check.
Why I want to get out of paying 4 coppers beyond even me. I don't want to break my 20. 4 copper, but we're heroes. We've just saved the town.
Oh, you did? What did you do?
We destroyed the evil Blightbringer. If it weren't for us, why, you would be swarmed with blight dogs as we speak. And they'd snatch you up.
Okay, I can ring you all up as senior citizens. He sort of begins to fill out some paperwork. That'll be 2 copper pieces for each of you.
Here, I'll just hand him a gold. Be like, you can keep the change.
All that. Okay.
You said you're handing him a gold?
Yeah.
You sort of take it, his eyes go wide. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I just glare.
As he would hand back these like hempen wristbands. You're gonna want to go ahead and tie those on to preferably your right wrist. It just lets us know that you're a paying patron. And feel free to step across the bridge. And Emeralda thanks you.
By the way, guys, I'm not paying for your food, so that's on yourselves. As I put my wristband on. Start going to try and find where those drinks are coming from.
All of you stepping across that little bridge, stepping through the dragon's mouth, entering the space, quickly finding booths and stands that would offer drinks and food to each of you. And also moving around, you would see a litany of games and booths, some being competitions, some being games of intrigue. Anyone that thinks you'd be interested in, perusing some of the games, roll me a D10 if you think your character would be checking out some of these games.
Absolutely. Entertainment?
I definitely want to play a game, but I want to drink first.
Hey.
6.
Ooh.
Oh, Thomas.
We'll start with Shaq Lars first. You guys maybe stop by. I mean, some of you getting some food and drink. Shaq, what would catch you would be the sort of centerpiece here, as you would see what looks like the fighting ring. There would be a small sign sort of nestled off to the corner. It says punchy question mark, very punchy exclamation point. In parentheses it would say or kick. Writing signs is hard, with a little dash Jerry at the end.
I love it.
Uh,
I want to do this one.
Looking through some of the other booths, some of the other options here. Valus with got a 4. You would see a game that would read Whack-A-Knoll. It would have a large sign outside its booth. Have the eyes of a hawk, the quick striking blow of a hydra, the reflexes of a water elemental. Test yourself in a game of speed and agility. Wield your mallet with haste to defeat the onslaught.
I like the sound of that. Hear, hear.
Poking around a little bit. We'll go to Titus. Titus, checking out some of these, you would see what looks like a pie eating contest at kind of like one of the front stands. You would see there'd be a small little handwritten sign. This can only go well. There are pies of all flavors: apple flavored, cinnamon flavored, pie flavored pies with a big
Pie
exclamation
flavor. That's
point.
my favorite kind.
Looking through some of the other options, smash the 6. 1, 2.
Walking around, slowly sipping on my drink.
Very fitting, as you would see a suitor's claim. Stepping up to this interesting looking booth, it would have a fairly large sign reading, test your deceptive and charming ways against a friend or a secret paramour. Bluff your way through a public date and dazzle them with what you've traveled far and wide to bring.
Okay.
A particular game of those you wish to start with, or any other games that you may be interested to look about and see. And maybe for just a little bit of a vibe, there isn't much to do here at the moment. But here's the map here of our little traveling fair festival, Emeraldas.
Ooh.
Oh, that entrance is fun.
Yo. Oh yeah, I love the entrance.
That's sick. Is that an owlbear?
It would be. It would be.
Yeah, where's this pie eating contest? By the tables?
The
Rock and
pie eating
roll.
contest would be right over here.
Oh, here. Hell yeah. That's so funny that I rolled for that. Are you kidding me?
You got a few that were pretty, like, on the nose.
Hot on.
Yeah, what's exactly the goal of the one that I found again? I have to
From the
deceive
sign?
them?
Yeah, from the sign, it's kind of hard to tell, but yeah, to deceive and have a public date. Let me see.
Oh wait, a date? Uh-oh.
I'm too intrigued by this.
So it looks like with the suitor's claim, there is opposing charisma checks. With a you start with a phantasmic thing, a random item is held behind your opponent that only you can see. You must describe it by using any of the following skills: deception, intimidation, performance, or persuasion. After your description, the gathered audience decides which one of you has the most outrageous and best description of the soon-to-be revealed items.
Hmm.
Sounds fun.
Okay.
Maybe also learning that winning any of these lets you roll on the prize table and walk away with a prize.
Oh.
The suitor's claim, costing 5 gold pieces to enter, but if you have the better description of the item to be revealed, essentially mechanically just winning the charisma check, you will win 10 gold pieces, so claiming 5 gold pieces back.
I mean, I can't pass up a bet like that.
How much
Yeah,
does
he's
fighting ring
gonna play.
cost?
Moving over to the fighting ring. Moving up, you can see that it costs 5 gold pieces to enter, winning back 20 gold pieces if you win. No spells or items are allowed in the ring, only fists. Any outside magic usage, like buffs and such, are looked upon frowningly and are not allowed. And it's essentially just either athletics or acrobatics checks. Essentially, you each have 3 hit points, and the first one to 0 hit points loses.
Ooh, I'll take that bet.
Hell yeah!
Gold going down.
Say our first of the party. Maybe everyone looking at some of these nearby tables and games, and maybe having someone strike up in the fighting ring causes a bit of a stir amongst the crowd as one of the callers begins to shout out, come on around. We got us an opponent here. All right, what's your name again, kid?
Sheklar.
Shaklar. Any like a title, anything I can work with here?
The Fist of Tyr.
The Fist of Tyr. All right. Shaklar, the Fist of Tyr is stepping up. Do we have any takers here in the crowd? Would any of you like to step up to take on Shaklar?
Hell no.
Yeah, against him? Nah. I don't stand
I'm
a
just
chance.
I mean, Titus maybe could, but he wants to do the pie eating contest first. What's the
I'm
timing
just here
on
to see
that?
what Sorry Sop is gonna say. Yeah.
Roll me a. Let's do a D4. Roll me a D4 there, Chance.
4.
A 4. Looking through the crowd as a good amount of folk have begun to approach the area. It would probably be a little bit of a pause as everyone's sort of looking around as who's going to step up next. As a fairly gruff-looking half-elf would step forward. Hey, I got this one. You look like it'll be a fun fight. As sort of stepping into the ring. You would see again, rough half-elf, eye patch covering up one of his eyes, and a bit of a gnarly scar that goes up across the eye, up the eyebrow, down the cheek a bit. His hair being a bit long, kind of like a dirty red. A little bit of what's a good way to put, like a chin strap beard going on. taking off his large duster leather coat and sort of hanging it on the side of the ring.
Yeah.
This will be easy gold, as he hands 5 gold off to the collar while keeping his one eye trained on you.
Do like the fist bump thing.
Yeah. Try not to get knocked down too fast, kid.
Oh, don't you worry about me, old timer.
As the caller sort of shouts out, "All right, folks, we got 2 real ones stepping up here. We have the Fist of Tyr on my left, and on my right we have Lucian, the Iron Rib." As the crowd begins to sort of cheer and call out. All right, gentlemen, you know the rules. No spells, no outside help. I want to see a clean fight. As you both sort of square up in your corners, he would call out as both of you begin to move forward towards each other. Give me an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Yay.
Oh, Lucian gets a 13. You get a 14 as he tries to come around with the hook. You manage to catch him. We'll do another round here as he is down 1 hit point. 18 from Lucian.
Oh.
10. Kind of matching your speed now, seeing an opening. He maybe kicks out one of your legs. And both of you down to 2 hit points. We'll do another round.
What do
There
I-
it is.
21. Lucian down to 1 hit point. As you manage to stagger him back as he contemplates his next move, moves in for the next strike.
Come on,
Roundhouse.
Tyr, you got this. Make him cry.
Oh, another 21.
And there it is.
With a swift roundhouse, Shaq would turn back, catching him with his foot. Lucian falling back. We'll see. Let me just roll just for funsies. Oh, why you no roll? Oh, it did roll. 14. As he gets knocked, you'd see him sort of spit some blood, kind of stagger on the ground for a moment. The crowd cheering as you would emerge victorious.
Ooh.
The opponent, Lucian, getting up, coming over, giving you a handshake. Good fight, good fight.
Ah. Definitely good fight. Thank you so much, sir.
Sort of spitting out some blood. As you get your gold back plus 15 more, as you can add 20
Whoa.
gold pieces to your inventory.
Hot damn.
Yeah, I've made some decent gold this trip.
Jack being a bit wavered after taking a few blows, but still managing to put himself together. Anyone else interested in a particular game next, as the activity at the fighting ring would die down?
I want to try this pie eating contest, as no one's chomping at the bit. I know Titus is. He's hungry. And getting to eat pies is basically like having gold because I don't have to spend gold on pies. You gotta think.
I love it. I love it. Moving over, you can see that it looks like it costs 10 gold pieces to enter. Seeing that as you would move up, there'd be a couple other interested contestants. Anyone else looking to get in on eating some pies?
Ugh, pass.
Hmm.
The
I
sign
don't think I can eat
says,
that much.
come eat pie flavored things, it's totally safe. So we should all do it.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Shaq will do it.
Hell
Free
yeah.
Free food. Coming over, putting in your 10 gold pieces each. You'd see that there'd be 5 other interested contestants that would sort of move up with all of you. You'd see the bell begin to ring out. A little bit of a crowd coming over, maybe not too much compared to the fighting ring, but, still having some onlookers. as we would see the 7 collective participants here in the pie eating contest all shape up. You'd see what looks like this kind of wide-featured halfling begin to move down the sort of contestant table, putting down in front of each of you these very large pies. Each of you getting to pick your pie. Again, many dessert flavors, but you could also request something like savory, like a meat pie, if that's more of a preference.
Do all your
but-
pies have to be the same flavor?
They do not. They do not. But you do have to predetermine it, so that way they can have the prize or the pies prepped.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just confused. Is it how many pies you manage to eat in the amount of time?
So mechanically, it's going to be Constitution checks, not saving throws, just a con check to see how many rounds you get through. If you get through the first round, you get a high five. You get through the second round, you get 5 gold back. Get through the third round, you get 15 gold. The fourth round and fifth round, you get 20 gold and 30 gold, as well as 2 separate rolls on the prize table.
Ooh, I like this.
Each pie, theoretically, the DC going up as you eat more and more pie of these very large pies that are being put down in front of each of you.
I want to start with apple.
All right.
See, so there's
Each
not
of you.
just one winner.
Exactly. It's all about how far you get. As pies are placed in front of each of you. The first round going out as all of you would begin to dig into your pies. Maybe there is like a minute time limit, so there is like a speed eating element to all of this as well. But for both Jack and for Titus, go ahead and give me a Constitution check.
Check, not save.
17.
Correct. 17.
15, my lord.
15. Easy peasy. Both of your pies going down quick in this first round. Everyone seeming to make, make this one, as they would all have empty pies. The next round being brought out as the small gathering would begin to cheer for the second round. This one, starts separating the boys from the men in this round. As the bell would chime, all of you beginning to dive into pie number 2. Let's do another round of Constitution checks. The DC of this one's a 13.
Ooh, 14.
Jack with a 14. Titus with another set with our second 17 of the set. As both of you would manage to wolf down these pies. Shaq maybe getting just a little bit slower here, but both of you maintaining. As both of you can go ahead and add 5 gold back to your inventory, as you have now at least made it to the second round.
Heck yeah.
Look at that. They're just wolfing them down.
Just taking these huge pieces of pie and just shoving them down. Moving on to the next round after the minute elapses, you would see one of the contestants would fall out, not managing to complete the round, but the others would persevere, you and 4 others now. Beginning the third round, your third pie is being placed in front of each of you. Go ahead and give me another round of con checks.
Natural 20.
Whoa.
Oh. And Titus with a 14. The DC for round number 3 is a 16.
No.
As Titus does not manage to complete the round, as it's just a little bit too much. How does Titus fall this far into the contest into his third pie?
I don't know. I feel like so he's been eating banana cream pies, They're a
Oh, good
fucking mess.
choice.
But they're
good
delicious.
choice.
And like, when does he get to eat 3 giant pies? I think he just doesn't even care about the contest, and he just like, and whatever Shacklar's doing to get this nat 20 is hypnotic, and so my guy just kind of like stops focusing on pacing and just starts leisurely eating, and as he watches Shacklar just like, I don't know, whatever's happening.
He's just shoveling it in his face, like no chewing, no, just shovel and swallow.
Yeah, I didn't think
the
he'd make it
time
this
limit
far.
that got you.
Yeah, exactly. Like he totally could have kept eating, but he just like kind of got to a point where he was just like swooping his hand through and then like licking it, and like he looked like a toddler in front of the TV, like watching Shaklar eat.
As only you and one other contestant make it through the third round, both of you adding 15 gold. As you and this other contestant have now gotten 20 gold off your 10 gold investment so far, 3 pies in. It's just you and this kind of like middle-aged looking human man, a shaved head, a little bit of a beard. And I would sort of glance at you, sort of cleaning off the beard as the 4th pie is being placed in front of each of you, and sort of look over at you. You're going down.
Bring it on!
Let's go, Shaklar!
The two of you
Woo.
dive in to your 4th pie. Go ahead and give me another con check.
17
The
isn't
DC
enough.
for pie number 4 is going to be a 20.
Oh, it's not
wow.
enough.
As
Oof.
both of you and this other contestant fall, unable to finish pie number 4.
4 pies is a lot.
Don't give
I like-
up.
I like
Eat.
to think that maybe they didn't say it, but like each pie got like an inch bigger.
That's fair. I like that.
Blueberry, cherry, apple, all coming up. Bleh.
Oh, ooh.
The
You have to
crowd,
keep drinking.
they begin to cheer as both of you give maybe like a very sloppy handshake over to each other, both kind of covered in pie goo.
Ew.
Oh no.
Any other game that may catch our eye? As you guys begin to look around, there would be a few more. Maybe as you're kind of in this area, just right up above you, you could see there would be a drinking contest being held.
Ooh.
At this moment, sure. I could wash down 3 pies.
I'd wanna do the other game before the drinking contest so that I'm not
Boo.
drunk off my ass before.
Yeah.
Fair. Moving back over to a suitor's claim, finding your way over there and having a bit of a back and forth here, signing up for the game. Would anyone else be choosing to go against Smash here, or would someone, some other fair goer, be brought up?
What game is this again?
So essentially, this is a game of holding an item behind your back and trying to guess and describe what it is before revealing it. The crowd deciding who does a better job. Mechanically, it's essentially opposed deception, intimidation, performance, or persuasion checks between the two.
I mean, I can do it if you want an easy win.
It does cost 5 gold to enter, only winning 10 gold back.
No, I want to do the
You get to
drinking
roll on the
contest.
prize table.
Let's see you beat some random townie.
Hell yeah. Moving up. We'll say as you're up here, maybe chatting, waiting for one of these other town folk to come and join in. You would see what looks like a little bit of an older, half-elven male. A heavy beard, heavy set of hair, like kind of pushed back in a bit of a lion's mane. I think I'll take you up on this one. Can't be too bad. Name's Clint. Good to meet you.
Clint. Name Smash. If he was extending for a handshake, I go for a fist bump instead.
My guy. Definitely my style. May the best man win.
Yeah, that I will.
Yeah, I like you. I like you. Both of you being handed some odd, strange object as you're moved in front of a crowd. Both of you doing your best attempts to describe and convey what this object is and could be. Go ahead and give me a deception, intimidation, performance, or persuasion check.
Deception. 17.
Ooh, a 9 from the Barber of Bashings. After a rousing back and forth with the crowd, you would see that this half-elven competitor would be a bit stumped, unable to be maybe as charismatic, unable to sway them over as much as you are. Upon revealing the objects, you may not even have been as close as he was in an actual description, but the crowd, being since it is their vote, would immediately cheer up towards you to handedly win this contest here, Smash. As the crowd would begin to cheer and call out, the game operator would move over. Good show, good show. Here's
Thank
your gold pieces here. I'll take those back from you guys. Thank you so much. As he
What did I
would
get 10 back?
yes, putting in 5, getting 10 back. And go ahead and roll me a d20.
I'll take my prize if you don't mind. Ooh,
Oh,
19.
19. Moving over to this big prize wheel, grabbing it and spinning. Let's see what pop. And it would stop on 19. The game attendant giving a bit of a grin. I think we just got this one, funny enough. So I guess it's of course the next one to go. As you would get stones of glowing, which I'll post here in the chat for you. Would expose to sunlight. Yeah. When exposed to sunlight for 1 hour, it will produce a soft green glow for 4 hours, equal to a torchlight.
Oh. Nifty. Guess I'll have to see about making some torches with these or something.
A fair idea. The half-elf competitor moving over. Hey, good show, by the way, out there. You got a good candor to you.
Oh, well, I mean, I've had a bit of practice on the stage. It's like a second home at this point.
Understood. I'll see you around the grounds.
You as well.
The two of you departing. Heading over to the drinking contest. Who all from our party would be interested in a drinking contest of some kind, or any other game that we may have seen?
I would do the drinking contest after Whack-A-Knoll.
All right, let's each take a turn at that and then go to the drinking contest.
Okay.
Mhm.
What about Mr. Valus? Is he getting up to anything?
Yeah, the
Flirting with
Whack-A-Knoll.
every single person.
Barmaids and Whack-A-Knoll.
Barmaids and Whack-A-Knoll.
What's behind that tent there? Room for one more? No.
I think room for one more is just like your go-to. Your go-to thing of like.
Moving over to the Whack-A-Knoll, Valus is probably either already over there or dragged over. Seeing again its large sign. Have you the eyes of a hawk? the quick strike blow of a hydra, the reflexes of a water elemental. Test yourself in a game of speed and agility. Wield your mallet with haste to defeat the onslaught. I'm beginning to move up to the large display. You see there be a small group of what looks like maybe youths, young teenagers, kind of moving away from the booth as Yo would step up. I'm seeing what looks like a lively fire genasi who would be sort of standing there in what looks like kind of like a sheriff mock outfit. Is the best way I could put it. Like almost like Western-esque, kind of like spurs and riding chaps and all. Just really leans over. Hey there, welcome. Step on up. Looking to test your skills, check your might.
Absolutely.
Hardly think it might be a check, but we'll see what my skills yield.
I like it. I
Bring
like
it
the
on.
confidence. That'll be 10 gold pieces each.
Lays them on the table.
Taking up.
Do we all play at the same time? Or is it one at a time?
You could all play at the same time, or you can go one at a time. It's definitely your call.
Does
I
it
think I'll
become
swap.
verses if we're playing together?
It does not. It's
Oh.
all about how many whacks you get in a round, essentially.
Oh, nice.
Mechanically, it'll just be dexterity checks. And if you're able to hit enough knolls in a round, you move on to the next round, and so on and so on.
Got it. And how much is it?
10 gold pieces to enter.
Damn, this is an expensive fare. Oh, here we go.
Say 4 copper to get in, then any. Can you?
And
I
everything
warned you,
costs
all
5 or
these
10
places
gold.
to
That's crazy.
scam me.
Well, I mean, so far we've been on the profit end of it. So.
Jack's having good luck.
I love it. Are all 4 of you playing? Is everyone playing this one?
I'm in.
I'm in.
Come on, Smash.
I mean, fine. You know what? I should live up to my namesake.
65.
Smash.
Everyone paying up their 10 gold pieces, each being handed a mallet. As you're all sort of at one of the sides here, you would see the game attendant sort of raise up a hand. And whack-em knoll, as they would pop, begin popping out these little holes. Go ahead and give me dexterity checks. Our first round, the DC being an 8.
14.
7.
Woo! Hey!
Everyone making it through. As you all make it through the first round, you would see there would be a few small trinkets and prizes you can already win. Your choices: you can get pocket sand, you can get a perfectly smooth stone, rope tied in a very tight knot, like a little knot, and what looks like small teeth.
Whose teeth are there?
My God.
Now keep going.
On to round 2.
Well, yeah. So it's like if we take a prize now, then we're done.
No, it's just a prize that you get.
Oh,
Oh.
I want the
Okay.
small teeth.
How with the pocket sand?
Very well. Take
Never know when
the,
these are going to come in handy.
Pocket sand.
Other thing.
There was a smooth stone,
That one.
and then
And a rope with a knot.
Rope tied in a knot.
I'll
Like
take
the
the rope.
stone.
Taking up your prizes, feel free to put those in your inventory. As you're all maybe taking your prizes, maybe very abruptly, you'd hear the attendant, and whack-a-knoll, as they begin to pop up out of those little holes again, trying to catch you off guard. Go ahead and give me another round of dex checks. The DC of round 2 is a 10.
Oh,
Let's go. You
I
guys were
wasn't
too
ready.
busy messing with your stuff.
What to do?
Oh, as we would see both Smash and Valus both fall on this round. Only our fighter and monk pressing on through round 2. With you two being the winner, you get another prize, including this time you could get a wooden doll. a a stone snake statue, a bag of popcorn, or candied toast.
Ooh, candied toast.
Yeah, the popcorn.
You guys take
Did
up
like
your
already pop? Like I can eat it
yeah,
now?
it's just like a
Hell
bag.
yeah.
As you guys grab your treats, very quickly, maybe trying to catch you off guard, though you're probably ready for it this time. The attendant would then whack a knoll as they begin popping out. As our two remaining contestants, Jacklaw and Titus, give me another round of dex checks. DC is a 13.
No.
17.
Oof.
Oh, that's Titus.
What about my bardic inspiration from 3 hours ago?
As Titus will not get enough knolls in this round. Shacklar getting enough, winning 5 gold back. Only down 5 gold at this game so far. The attendant moving over, and it would seem there is only one of you left.
Let's
Are you
go,
ready,
Shacklar.
contestant?
Ready.
Whack a knoll as they begin popping out. The DC for this dex check is a 16.
20.
Let's go.
20. Managing to get enough of the knolls with ease. This time getting 15 gold back. Now 10 gold up.
Damn.
The 5th round starting very quickly as the 4th would come to an end, your gold being paid out, and the knolls would just immediately start popping up. Give me another dex check. The DC is a 20.
Let's go.
Oh. 19. So you are unable, just barely missing the last knoll or two before the bell would ring and they would all drop hard. Oh, best of luck next time. Best of luck next time.
You'd be like, but you.
Wow. Boy, you.
I had trouble because like I didn't want to break the shit. I know
There's an
better
arm
than
wrestling.
that.
There's also an arm wrestling contest.
Hell yeah.
I want to see Titus do the arm wrestling
Let's go.
contest.
I've lost everything and I'm having the best time.
I love it. I love it. Seeing our team migrate over to the arm wrestling contest. As you begin to step up, it looks like there is, of course, a versus option, or you could ask for some of the locals to partake. But this one's pretty straightforward, being opposing strength checks, with essentially being a best 2 out of 3. Yeah, if there's a no winner for 6 rounds in a row, it's called a tie.
Well,
Titus.
Let's go.
Townie.
yeah, I'm not going against that.
Nope.
Look at that. Look at those muscles.
Flexing. Turn around, flex my back. Because he's a gladiator, so he's like showy.
Striking bodybuilder poses.
Let's go.
Who wants to arm wrestle against Titus the Mightiest?
This is Titus the neckbreaker, but that's fine. You can just Midas is fine too.
We'll work on it.
As chatting up the crowd, maybe a few begin to draw over and spectate. As a very gruff, very burly-looking dwarf would step up. Hey, I got you. Come over here. And sort of steps up to the table. You look pretty big. Steps up, places his elbow down, almost like checking his positioning. It just means you'll fall harder.
You just go take that, Titus?
I'm trying to calculate how not to break his tiny hand.
As both of you square up on the table, clasping hands, the attendant sort of stepping up, making sure everything is as balanced as it can be, and go, lifting their hands up, letting the two of you go. First round, give me a strength check against
Oh my
their
god, I'm
strength.
being too
Whoa.
delicate.
Oh no!
14, as you'd see. Oh, the first round being won by the dwarf. As you would begin to cheer, you can see some of the crowd begin to hoot and holler. This one's going to be easy. As he squares back up on the table.
It's like I'm being
Ask
asked not to punch a
Smash,
woman.
Got any more of that Bardic?
That's
I don't
cheating.
think that's supposed to. I mean, normally I would, but takes another sip of his drink.
Let me adjust. I'm trying to develop some finesse. I might as well be doing a fucking deck save. This shit.
There's a dagger in this bale of hay. You want I should use it?
Oh, that's so weird. A dagger just fell from the sky and took out your opponent.
Oh, I used a gust of wind on this dagger and now it's in his back somehow. That's so weird.
Let's go. Next round.
Next round, you and the dwarf clasping hands. 12.
Titus.
There we
A
go.
bit of a strained back and forth before Titus would claim round number 2, leading to the deciding match as both of you probably square up quick, grabbing up hands, the attendant making sure you're both even and centered. As the crowd maybe begins to pick up with its calls, let's do our final rolls.
I'll
It's a
try not to
6.
break your shoulder.
Boom.
14 has very quickly Titus manages to shut out. How strenuous do you think it is for Titus? Does he make a show of it? Like, does he sort of like play around at the moment before just closing it?
I mean, yeah, he knows how to play to a crowd, I think. So, especially, I think he kind of, I don't think he even realizes it, but he's kind of being a dick because he wants to have a bit of back and forth. So he's like playing up his face or whatever. Like, he might, boom.
As the crowd cheers, attendant coming over, congratulating both of you. I forgot to take your 5 gold, but just go ahead and add 15 gold. That's what you would win in addition to the 5 you paid in.
Oh, cool. I'm back to where I was.
Roll me a d20 for the prize table. As you guys are learning, not all of them, not all these games get you a roll on the prize table.
Ooh.
Ooh. Where's my prize sheet? Where is my prize
Bag of holding. Duffel bag of holding. Backpack of holding. Hiking bag of holding.
Horse of holding.
Camel bag.
Ooh. You would see that you've won a thick copper necklace that has this garnet insert in it, worth 7 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Hmm.
What color are garnets just red or?
This is a good question. I guess I've just assumed they are.
Well, it's sort of like sapphires are known to be blue, but actually they can come in like all kinds of colors. So it's probably true for many gemstones.
Yeah, red is like the most common, but it can be green, orange, pink, orange, purple.
We'll go classic on mine. You know, copper, red, dark red garnet.
Any other games or contests catching our troops' eyes?
I want to see this suitor's claim.
moving back over. This is one you maybe half watched Smash take part in. This being the game where you're given an object and held behind your back, where you're tasked with describing it with interest to the audience, and upon reveal, the audience gets to decide who is the winner. I think we had said with Smash, maybe just like flavor-wise, since he went Deception, that maybe he described a completely different object, but he was so grand and the audience bought into it that when he revealed, it was almost like a comical type moment, and they like cheered and laughed, and he won the moment. It's a very open-ended game as far as how it can be played. Mechanically, it's essentially just opposing. What was it? Let me pull up the list here. It was essentially a bunch of charisma skills. Suitor's claim. It's opposing deception, intimidation, performance, or persuasion checks.
Indeed.
You're looking to partake, looking to sign up.
Sign me up.
Moving over to the booth, finding the attendant, paying your 5 gold pieces for your entry.
I need to make up my name for the Whack-a-Mole fiasco.
Yeah. Paying in the 5 gold pieces, assuming no one from our troop is going to compete. Finally, one of the townsfolk coming over. You would see they'd be a bit gaudily dressed, almost like a performer. We're glad to take you up on this. Looks like it'll be a fun task. You look like a lively man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Here's the gold. Let's start the game.
The attendant sort of grinning and taking the gold from each of you. As you both sort of step up, the small crowd beginning to pool into the area, the callers doing their job and getting interested eyes on you. As both of you are handed these odd objects behind your back. Both of you beginning your various attempts at swaying the audience to your favorite interpretation. Go ahead and give me a deception, intimidation, performance, or persuasion check, Valus. 16. As our character get a +3. A 9. After a back and forth between the two of you, the audience eventually caving in, voting your way once the items are revealed. The competitor maybe looking sollowly back between the two of you and kind of stomping off after the results without much grace or goodbye. The attendant's kind of chuckling as he steps over. Good show, good show. Here's your 10 gold pieces. You get a spin on the prize wheel. They're moving you back over to the prize wheel. And roll me a d20, Devay. 15. Our prizes for 15. As you get a bag of dust. Infinite use will produce a handful of gray mundane ash every time the bag is tipped over.
Interesting. Thank you. And just walks away. He's just happy he won a game.
This isn't about stuff for him.
Keep your eyes on the prize, boys.
We got a few eyes on follow the card, I see.
I'm just hanging out with my buddy.
I'm
Waiting for
dead.
the drinking contest.
Follow the card, and then I can do the drinking contest.
We're heartbreakingly sober for all this fun.
I want to test the bag.
It works as advertised. Every time you reach in there, you get a handful of gray mundane ash.
Excellent.
And if you were to like test it, you can't get it to produce any more or any less, seemingly. And if you are just to like tip it over, a handful will pour out, so you have to like sit it back up, pour it back over, sit it back up, pour it over. If you do want to pour out a whole bunch of ash,
This amuses me greatly.
The worst sensory toy.
As we see Shaklar and Titus move over to the follow the card booth, seeing its almost draped cloth sign that would read, follow the card with your eyes or nose or, well, anything at all. Stepping up, you can see there would be a older gnomish woman sort of sitting behind the desk. You want to test your wit and guile, I see.
Oh wait.
Hold
Thought
on,
it was
what?
gonna be like a dex check or something.
I thought it would be perception.
As you
Well,
step
what
up.
about this one? Because this is also follow the card book. This one says they're honestly dishonest. This one just says that.
I don't know. Let's hear the pitch.
Different card games. Stepping up on this one, she would sort of look between the two of you. 5 gold pieces. Easy game. Keep your eye on the card as I move them about. Pick out which card is yours, and if you're right when I flip it over, you win the round and move on. I will say my booth is the best. While you don't get to roll on the prize wheel, I do have some delectable potions up for grabs that no one's been able to get to. No one's made it past the 4th round.
It's only 5 gold.
5 gold entry fee.
I will give it a shot. This is probably going to go horribly, but I will give it a shot.
I'll play your game.
2 contestants. Taking up 5 gold from each of you. Placing down what looks like 5 or 6 different cards, all face down. Before she would grab one and flip it face up. Seeing these are all tarot cards. The one that she would flip up would be the Jester. This is your card. Be sure not to lose it. Flipping it back down and beginning to shuffle them back and forth in various, very clean, intricate hand motions, keeping the cards in constant motion. For our first round, let's do some wisdom checks from our 2 participants here.
Oh,
Some
no.
flat wisdom checks.
Yeah, glad I didn't bother.
11.
Oh, easy enough. Easy enough. Both of you making it past the first round, as she would give a bit of a nod. Okay, so you can't be fooled too easy. How about if I pick up the pace a little bit? As again, she'd only have maybe 5 cards out. And now this round, showing you the Jester card again before flipping it back down and now hurriedly shifting the board back and forth. We'll do another round of wisdom checks. This time, our DC being a 12.
Oh, I'm out.
Oh,
She cheats.
Both of you may be picking one card. You're both sure it's this one, flipping it over. Coincidentally, being the card of death. You would see the card turner give a bit of a grin. Ooh, not the best fate, but hey, we can't win them all, right? And she picks up the cards and puts them back in the deck.
It's true, bro. You won like every other game, so
It's true.
Then
have
Drinking
been very
contest?
lucky. Drinking contest.
yeah, let's have fun.
Woo!
Grumble,
Imagine Valus is like half drug over there as everyone makes their way to the drinking contest.
Drink, 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 drink.
Drink, drink, drink.
As you all begin to step up, you would see that it would be a fairly straightforward endeavor, being that once enough people have signed up and willing to participate, each pay in 10 gold pieces, and the total of the gold amount at the end is won by the winner. and it is simply round by round drinking with a con save of 15. If at any point you just meet the DC, you will have disadvantage going forward and be considered drunk mechanically.
Ooh. Here we go. Let's keep the gold in the family. Everyone gather around. Let's go.
You got all 4 of you participating?
I think so. That's what I'm trying to make happen.
The only one I wasn't sure about was Valus.
And
Okay.
Here we go.
3 locals would come up to participate.
I want to try to intimidate them away.
Give me an intimidation check.
Get out of here. We're trying to have fun. I don't even have, this is flat. So I don't think he's actually really that intimidating. I think he looks too goofy.
Would anyone see Titus's efforts and wish to help out? As with a 7, it's probably noticeable. You're trying to be like, hey, it's just trying to play like a private game. And these locals are like, well, we just want to. We're even waiting for some folks to come up.
I see what he's doing, but also I kind of want to take their money. So.
Yeah, more than merrier, right?
I would join Titus. I would try to deceive him, be like, you don't want this sale, surely. The next, I think I saw him add something to this barrel. You better wait till the next one.
Give me a deception check. A 12. You'd see them sort of look maybe between Shaklar and maybe Titus, and between their kind of meager frames, as it's just kind of 3 human males, and maybe thinking they may not have the best odds against Titus or Shaklar. They would all 3 kind of nod. Yeah, we'll wait for the next round. As they take some steps back. 3 of you sitting up. Everyone paying in their 10 gold pieces.
Yes.
Everyone paying in the barkeep / stand worker, taking up all of our gold here.
Now we're only
40
taking gold from
to
each
the
other.
We're getting free drinks.
Free drinks.
You gotta think with your brain, bro.
I mean, they weren't free. We paid $10 for them, or 10 gold.
But then we're getting all the money back, so the drinks are free.
Well, only one person's getting all the money back. Oh, group
It's
back.
collective money. It's group money.
As drinks are placed in front of each of you. In the first round, as all of you chug back your drinks, I need everyone to give me a Constitution saving throw. DC is 15.
Oof.
Oh, I'm out.
Yo.
Damn.
Everyone. That's so great. So we have that's crazy from Shaklar. It feels like a 13 is so low.
It is low.
It's so fitting. Valus is the only one to progress on to the next round, as all of the drinks are brought up before being slammed down. Titus, easy, just like one of those TikToks of a guy just like whoop, just like one gulping a drink and setting it down.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've seen that guy.
It's like the boot too. It's like, how'd you do that with the bubble?
It's like, what the fuck? Smash, Shaklar, how do our failures look as you were unable to chug your drink?
I think he was still full from the pie.
I managed to get the drink down. The problem is, I had been nursing on those other drinks all day. So I slam it down, and I go, I'm ready for a nut, and I'm on the floor.
I love it. Moving on to the next round. The second round being brought over, 1 in front of Valus, 1 in front of Titus. Give me another round of Constitution saving throws. DCs of 15.
Let's
Oh,
go.
Valus unable to keep up.
Oh.
What does our 7 look like as you are defeated here in the second round?
It would be like, well done, my bovine friend. Ugh. Passes out backwards.
Not a bovine, I'm a minotaur. He always does that. Hey, get up.
Get up! I'm not a fucking bovine. Shaking me.
With a 16 being just one above, meeting the requirements, maybe struggling through it, but getting the chug down. Valus having to tap out. 40 gold being passed over towards you, Titus.
Woo!
Damn. Group money.
Group money. I'll hold on to this group money.
Hold on to this group money, bitch. That's funny.
As our camera drifts back, leaving our folk here at the fair. I think that's where we'll end our session for the day.
Yay!
That was fun. I didn't expect a fair.
Hells yeah. Nothing bad happened. Finally.
Yeah!
Joy.
We beat the lady.
Beat the lady.
Night
Played some games.
Blightbringer.
Took down our.
That was so funny. The
Our-
fucking like teen at the gate. I'll ring you up as seniors.
And then we just give them a call.
I was like, what the fuck?
We heroes, right? We can afford it.
I just wanted to play with my deception. I never play with deception in these games.
Oh, that's funny. I love deception. Good
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I've never had a character who was with it.
Deceitful.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lemming.
Yeah, from what I can think of, like off the top of my head, most of your characters are pretty earnest.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Clementine, Anthu, Leon. Yeah. Anthu is just not exactly with it, but he's pretty honorable.
Yeah, totally.
For the sake of like being a character that has, I needed to bake some cooperation into Valus, but I still wanted some like, because it wouldn't have made sense if I had like a character who was like too like stuffy, because he's joining the cell swords for like to be mobile metery, and so it had to still fit that. It makes sense.
Totally. It took me a while to even come up with a character for this game. I was like a metery guy, huh?
I did this 30 minutes before.
It worked out great.
Mm-hmm.
Mine was pretty easy once I decided I wanted to base my character kind of off of Frank.
Frank.
Who's Frank?
Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Mm.
Oh.
All right, Craig. Vamoose.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for listening, Craig.
Yeah, Craig, you get
Bye,
out of here. Go
Craig, buy
on.
my Raven's milk.